This story is quite advanced, where everything is modern and advanced. And for the convenience of humans, everything around is AI, which will help humans in doing everything. AI is artificial intelligence, which is an advanced technology, which is made from a computerized system. Like robots do all your work. They can do it all because they are machines that work like robots. They can do all the work of human life. Now, in this advanced world, we see the main character of the story, a girl named Rachel. Everything in her house was AI, which tells Rachel that everything in your house is absolutely set and your health is absolutely fit. After which Rachel gets ready for office. When she went to the office, we found out that she also works in an AI machine company, and she is on a very good post. At home, we see her husband, who is a scientist who researches trees and plants and grows them. And because everything is advanced, his work is also done by AI. Rachel's husband had planted all those plants in his house with the help of AI, and he had made a kind of greenhouse. Because he was free because of AI, so now he starts teaching in a college. But his habit was not like getting lost in this advanced world. He was used to doing his own work, and when AI used to do his work again and again, he didn't like it. Now when Rachel was in the other office, there was a meeting going on there. Here Rachel tells everyone that my team has made another AI, which is just like an eye. She is learning how to think and make decisions from a human being. Because in the future, he will work as an assistant or some kind of advisor for a human being, who will give advice to a human being in good and bad things. After hearing this, a worker was surprised. She says that this is the work of all humans. If AI continues to work in the place of such people, then they will take the place of such people in such a way that they will also do the same job of humans, and humans will be completely free. Then what will we do? The employment will increase. Hearing this, her senior says that nothing like this will happen. This is not made to take our place, but to help us. Where humans are, they will stay there. After the meeting was over, Rachel, when she was going to her office, her boss called her and says that you have been working very well for the last 2 years. And now we are thinking of promoting you. That is to give more progress on your post. But before that, we want to know about your family. That your decision is not to increase your family, that is, to give birth to a child. After hearing this, Rachel was very surprised that my promotion has nothing to do with the birth of a child, but she says that no, we have not thought about it yet. On which her boss says that I asked this because our company is benefiting a lot because of you. You are working very well. So I don't want that when you think of giving birth to a child, you have to take leave. It is important for you to be regular at work. But if you want to give birth to a child, then we have a second solution to this, which is to give her the number of the artificial womb center, where artificial children are born. A child is born in an artificial womb for 9 months in the womb of a mother like her. And this is exactly the same as the process of mother and child birth. Now, when Rachel went to that center, she was very happy to see and know everything, because now her heart was also about becoming a mother. That is why she also writes her name here, because the artificial womb that is made is not always there. In fact, it is arranged at the request of the family. Now the next day, Rachel gets a call from the center, and it is told that an artificial womb has been arranged for you, which she was very happy to hear, because now she will also have a child. When Rachel's husband was in college, he used to give fruit to the children so that they could eat it. But no one eats it, because it was naturally from the tree, not because of AI, which made us understand that these people are so lost in AI that nature has forgotten like nature. Now, Rachel gives the news of artificial childbirth to her friend as well. She was very happy to hear it, and decides to hold a party. On which Rachel says, "But I have not told this to my husband yet," because she believes in getting things naturally, even in this advanced age. She does not like to get things like this, because she believes in nature a lot. Now she was in thought. But then she thinks of going to her doctor, who was no one else but an AI doctor, who looked like a big eye. Rachel tells him that how to give birth to a child from artificial womb, because my husband naturally wants all this. That is, I myself become a mother and give birth to a child. On which the AI doctor says that you explain to your husband, because there is nothing like nature in this age. You should not care about how the child is being born. Just try to make sure that you are going to be parents. After which Rachel thinks of telling everything to her husband. When she came home in the evening, she went to talk to him. But she sees that my husband is very worried right now. He also tells Rachel about his problems, that today the children did not eat the fruit of the tree. I don't know what kind of time has come. People have become distant from nature. After hearing this, Rachel changes her mind and does not tell her anything for now. The next day, she went to the womb center, where many other women had come. That's when Linda, the head of the womb center, came, who tells everyone that we opened this center. Because in this age, there were very few children. But by removing this method, we want to help women, so that there is no problem in the birth of a child. After saying that, she shows everyone a pod capsule, which looked like a very big egg, in which the child will stay and will grow up for 9 months. That is, the fruit will be big inside it. And when the time comes for the child to be born, then this pod capsule is given to his parents. After which, she also said that you can talk to the child by singing a song. You can also try to connect it. Apart from this, how do you feed the child? And because these are the parents of the child, then the pod capsules can take him home. Because the purpose of telling them all this was that this whole process is like real, so there is no need to worry. Now Linda tells Rachel that if you want to start this procedure, then first you have to pay the fees, on which she says that I need time for this, so that I can talk to my husband, after which she makes up her mind, and finally comes home and tells her husband everything, that I want a child with the help of artificial womb, because I have to focus on my career, so naturally I can't give birth to a child. After hearing this, her husband felt very bad, because 1, he was against this method, and 2, Rachel had taken this decision alone. Then she says that I am helpless, because this thing is related to my promotion, and now they are arguing about this. But then Rachel controls her anger and apologizes to him, and also says that we should meet one of my friends first, because he has also given birth to a child artificially. If everything is fine for him, then we will also do it, for which her husband agrees. And the next day, they come to Rachel's friend's house, where her friend's husband starts to make her laugh, that, how can you take the child in artificial womb with you anywhere? After seeing this, Rachel's husband felt very strange. Then he comes home and tells Rachel that I can't take this decision in such a hurry. After all, it's a matter of the child. On which Rachel says that, do this. You talk to my AI doctor. He will also tell you the right thing. Now Rachel's husband talks to the AI doctor on her request. But there too, she argued. That's why he leaves the matter in the middle and comes out of there. Even at dinner time, she talks about the effects of this advanced life on humans, about whom she tells her A.I doctor, on whom she had to say that your dream can mean that now you are really going to be a mother. Apart from this, the relationship of dreams is not with our real life, so don't pay attention to it. Now 6 weeks pass where they go to the womb center, see that the heartbeat of their child has started, which made them very happy. Then Linda gives them permission to go to her home with the poured capsule so that she can meet the child. After coming home, Rachel's husband sees his child on the screen for the first time, and today he realized that our child is about to come, and she is very happy to be a father. He started connecting with the child. As soon as he tells her stories, he takes her to his greenhouse, but Rachel was not able to connect with all of them compared to him, because he was feeling that by giving birth to a child like this, I will lose the feeling of what happens when you are pregnant. When she went to the pool to take a bath, she saw a pregnant woman who puts Rachel's hand on her stomach and makes her realize how a woman feels when she is pregnant. After seeing this, Rachel felt very good for her, but now she was regretting her decision. Then they both went to the womb center to take more training about their child, where they see that some older children have been brought there today who are studying, but they are not writing anything on their own. Now, seeing this, the parents were often surprised, and then a boy stands here and asks that my nephew was born in an artificial womb, but a strange thing has not come to him, even a single dream so far. On this, Linda says that yes, it has happened from our side. We have ourselves put limitations on some things of those children so that the children do not do that work. But soon we will open everything for all those children. There, Rachel was always worried, thinking that I might have taken a wrong decision, because of which her work was also affected. The way she was first inventing her A.I, Irene inventions, now that work had become lazy, which could have been harmful to her, because this report would have gone straight to her boss, which could have made her feel that a person is passing time or working from the heart. Now, Rachel's husband takes his child to college, where he gets a lot of happiness. Then his senior tells him that because of your greenhouse, we have to pay a lot of money. So from now on, you will have to stop this work, which makes him very angry. Now, when he came home, Rachel was very worried, thinking that after all my husband is connected to the child, why am I not? To find the answer to this question, both of them went to the A point. Doctor, yes. Rachel tells him this problem of hers, but because he was an A.I, here he does not understand the emotions and emotions of humans. That what is it to connect with someone? That is why he says that I think there is something wrong with the child, so I should treat it, so leave it for a few days, so that I can understand it by connecting it. That why is this happening? But now these two understand that she is an A.I, so she is not able to understand our emotions. That is why she does not have our answer. Thinking. This, she leaves from here. Rachel's husband says that there is nothing to worry about. You also spend time with the child, then you will be connected. Thinking. This, Rachel ties the port with her stomach, and the next day she went to the office. But she does not remember that the port is closed in front of me. Now, after a while, Rachel's seniors tell her that you should have left the port capsule at home. Saying this, she shows her a cupboard where there were many ports, in which there were children of those mothers who were all workers. Here, Senior Rachel's port is also kept here, saying that everyone has come to work in the office. That is why mothers have to keep 2 of their children here, because we do not want such mothers who do not focus on work, but on their children. Because this office was also full of A.I, so there was no value for human emotions here. Now, after a few days, they have to bring their port to the center to check up. One day, Rachel had a dream again, in which she was lifting her child and she was roaming in the sand on the beach. She hugged the child. She felt this feeling, and she liked it very much, with which her eyes opened, and now she understood that I am also connecting with the child. And she also realized that I will also have to take help of nature in this. So she goes to the greenhouse in her house and starts to smell the fragrance of the plants planted by her husband. Then she picked up a pot and brought it inside the house. When her husband saw her doing this, he also liked it very much. Now, when Rachel was going to the office, her boss once again caught her and started asking, "What is the matter? Why is the work from your side so free? You are quite behind in inventing a point I. Your child is fine. Is there any problem with him?" After listening to this, Rachel found it very strange. She understands that I can do whatever I want here, but my boss will never be happy, because she wanted a robot in the form of humans who kept her emotions aside and worked all the time. Now, as soon as she saw her child gets married in 8 months, she was very happy. To spend more time with her, she asked the port to go home, but Linda refused, saying that, "Sorry, this is not possible, because after this stage, we train the child's brain and body. Actually, we do a research here, for which data is taken from the child's brain, which will be useful in our research." After listening to this, Rachel was very surprised, but I did not agree for any such training. "How can you do this with our child without my permission?" Linda said, laughing, that all this was in your contract agreement. You had signed on it, on which it was clearly written that we do research here, and now you will not be given to take the child, because we deliver the child a few days before. That is, the child will be born and taken out of the port, because we have a long list here, for whom you have to give birth to your child, for whom we need ports. So now she had to agree, even though she did not want to. And now, with time, Rachel understands that all this was a trap. To trap us. In the name of promotion, it was said to give birth in an artificial way, because in this way they can do their research, and our company will also get money from the government and other big institutions. Now both were very sad after coming home, but her husband was not going to stop. He comes back to the center and picks up his child's port secretly, and does not come home from everyone's eyes. And now both of them are very happy to get their child back. But this night Rachel had a dream again, in which her child was born, and now she is shopping for her child in a mall. Now after waking up from sleep, she tells her husband that I also agree with you. I also do not want to raise my child in this world, but I want to raise my child in nature in a natural way, as you also want. That is why she decides to go far away from the city, which is our house in the village, where everything is still natural. But before that, her husband goes to talk to Linda for the last time and says that you have taken more money from us, but the child should be born after 9 months, on which she refuses. So now people think it is right to go to the village house. And the next day they go on a journey. Their journey was very long. They enjoyed a lot. After which they reached their village house. They spent a few days here, and now it's been 9 months. One day she sees in the port that the child is going up and down, which made her very happy, because now the child could have been born any time. But this night, suddenly the port system closes, which made Rachel very nervous. Then her husband reassures her that do not worry. This port can stay without energy for 2 days. The baby can be born any time. Then the next day, when she was sleeping at night, then suddenly a voice came from the port. That is,